What about Jay?
What is up, YouTube? It is Kberg, and today we're going to look at the champion fight after the nerf in 6.2.6. So I've been doing some Act 6 exploration, just thought I would record this fight and give my thoughts and opinions on it. I have to say, since I did completion, God knows how long ago, the fight is definitely a lot easier and it is more enjoyable. So hats off to Kabam for that. I'm not one to praise them too often, but I actually do enjoy this fight now. So Champion's in his first phase now, which is the pre-show. So from 100% to 70% health. There's not really too much to worry about, to be honest, as long as you don't die. Because when you go back in, then he'll just regenerate his health. But we're going in with Symbiote Supreme. We don't get the one shot, we do get him down to the 10%, but I just can't get the spacing right for the dexes, as you'll see towards the end. So just blasting in, doing some bleed damage here now, just trying to get him into his next phase. And you actually see, if you look at the green icon at the minute that's there, that shows his pre-show ability is active. I didn't actually notice this whenever I was doing completion, that the icon actually changes. So I was trying to remember all the different stages, what the percentages were, what actually happens when I was reading up on it when I first did completion, which is actually such a pain in the ass. So it makes it easier if you can't remember all the different health pools that you need to remember. You just look at the icon, and when the icon changes, so in the next phase at 70% is going to be Open and Bite, as it's just changed there now. So Open and Bite, all you really need to know is his light attacks are unblockable, and if he has Unstoppable and makes contact, he'll stun you. So that's why we're relying here on backdrafts, and just keeping them over the 1 bar of power, just so we can keep beating that out so we have an easy life. So we are beat out another one, straight in with an SP3. So I think with this one I should have probably hit him a couple times before I fired it off, because I don't think it pushes him over. It just about pushes him over. So one of the things about Sim Supreme, there we go, backdraft failed, but in with another intercept. So you see he's entered his main event stage. So the icon's changed again, and all you really need to know about that is medium attacks now are unblockable, and he shrugs off debuffs. But he does actually regenerate health and go back up above 40%. So he goes back into Open and Bite, as you see there. So that means it's now light attacks that are unblockable again until we get him back below 40%. But that's him back below 40% there now. I was just trying to bait a heavy here without actually getting hit, because his medium attacks are unblockable. So we just beat out their SP1, and then we fire off an SP3 of our own. Just missed it a bit too early there. So all we're really trying to do here now at the moment is just do as much damage as possible. The fight is a bit longer than what would be normal for most people, because I don't run Mystic Dispersion. I'm a relatively free-to-play player, so I don't run Suicides, I don't run Mystic Dispersion, there's no boosts on, and there's no Mystic kind of synergies at all, so it would have been over a lot faster if you run Mystic Dispersion, because you would get to so many SP3s a whole lot faster. And just a couple of backdrafts there, and then we intercept again, and another backdraft just to push him over that SP1. So you'll see when we get into the final 10%, for some reason I just cannot get the spacing right for the dexes with Sim Supreme. We get one charge, but end up just making a mistake. So just all intercepts until we get to 10%, and then we can actually parry again, which is good. He fires that off, we'll just go in and punish. So we're now going to try and get the Prius charges, and this is where it just kind of goes down the drain. I have one-shot him with Sim Supreme before, but this was just, honestly don't know what happened. So that's the one charge we get. We don't get any more. Spoiler alert, I die. So at that point I didn't want to take too much block damage, but I could have, because I was in my armor stage, so it shouldn't have been too bad. That one I just didn't think that I was actually close enough to get the deck, so I didn't even try. But we just push him over another bar and just keep plugging away. See, just cannot get the spacing right on it. And go again. I think it's here, yeah. I just get slapped twice. Just trying to bait out that SP1, but it fails. So we just go in with cap and finish it off. Pretty standard stuff. I actually get 2 Prius charges off of one SP1, which is good. So tried to get the pie just to make sure that we have we got the charge, so we can ignore the unstoppable. So the very first one, there's 1 and then 2. So straight away we're almost at the 3. And as soon as we get to our SP3, it's game over. Overall, through the amount of fights that I actually had to do in doing the exploration of this, I actually did enjoy it. I don't know if it was maybe just I didn't know then what I know now, but I definitely found the fight a lot more enjoyable. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and like and subscribe if you haven't already.